Hi, my name is Darren and I'm with crmchief.com, and we help managers and owners set up, implement, fix, and maintain their HubSpot. So I'm going to give you a quick one-on-one review of how to implement HubSpot in your own business. And right off the top, the first question that I often get asked is where to start: sales, service, or marketing? And um, my answer is typically around sales. The reason why sales is that you're capturing the customer information up front, typically at lead capture. That's when you're getting it into your HubSpot, and that prevents you from doing a bunch of extra work and data entry further down the road. So we start in sales because we capture the lead, we then take it through our sales cycle, we then deliver service to the client or customer, and that all that information we can use for retargeted marketing, cross-selling, and the like. So we start with sales. So I'm going to start with this process on the left-hand side here. You these are our lead sources in the top left. So you might get leads from various sources in your business, whether it be you might import a list that you've purchased. You might get it from Zoom Info or Seamless or some other purchase service. You might come across, get leads at a trade show where you've got a list you got to import. But that's one way. The other way, another way is business cards. So you might capture a business card out in the field, at the coffee shop, else at a trade show, and you might want to get that business card quickly into your sales cycle. The other way is there's a nice email integration with HubSpot. That's one of the best reasons to use HubSpot is the Gmail and Outlook integration. Meeting links, you might use Calendly in your business, but you can switch over to HubSpot and use meeting links. It's basically the same function, lots of features to leverage there, and web forms. So this is what I would call a hot lead, where you have a lead that you captured off your website, from social media, from LinkedIn, elsewhere, and now you have that lead ready to go right into your sales cycle and follow up with them. So first, HubSpot 101 is we start typically with a contact. So there's deals and contacts, and how do you use the two? So oftentimes we split your sales cycle, your sales process, into two different funnels or two different parts of the process. Most managers and owners think about it end to end. What I like to do is help you think about it a little bit separately. So you've got business development or outbound marketing. That's one part of your sales process. That's getting people to raise their hand to say they're interested in buying or potentially interested in buying. And then sales cycle is what you do to take those qualified leads through your process. So you typically start with contacts in outbound marketing, or prospecting, business development, whatever term you want to use in your business. And you're doing things like outbound calls, SMS, sequences, bulk email, automation. You might have tasks and notes and documents you might track, and meetings you might track to get them qualified. Once they're qualified, meaning they're interested in learning more, interested in buying, they're in your sales cycle. That's when we create the deal. So that's when we have a deal in your sales cycle. And that's where, it's also called a pipeline. In HubSpot, that's called a pipeline. So we will set up your pipeline to fit your sales cycle. Typically, it might start with a booked meeting, go through a proposal process, go through a contracting process. They become a customer or a client. You've won the deal. And at that point, you might take it further along into the service part. So once you've won the deal, HubSpot also has some automation to help you categorize those contacts and companies built in there natively to CRM. And service, I often am leveraging tickets. That's what a ticket is. Ticket allows you to do the support, the onboarding, deliver the project, the high-level status, the cross-collaboration across your team members. It might be different than the salesperson who sold it. It still might be the salesperson who sold it, but to help keep a difference between the work that you're doing in the sales cycle and the work that you're doing to deliver the service, that's where we can leverage tickets on top of deals. And then, of course, and that's in a perfect world, that you capture the lead, they get into your sales cycle, they become a customer, you deliver service. Now you've got all this metadata and information captured on that customer that you can then leverage for inbound or inside sales, inbound marketing or inside sales, where you can cross-sell products and services. So that's what we have this little yellow star over here, that's your inbound marketing engine. Again, that could be HubSpot, where you're leveraging the marketing hub. That could live outside of HubSpot. That could be all the things you do on social media, on LinkedIn, on paid advertisements, whatever platforms you might use. And what you're doing there is you're typically driving them to another call to action. Sign up for a newsletter, sign up for a webinar, sign up for how to do, how to service, how to better be, get information on the best process for your customers. It could be also just to come right back into your sales cycle and maybe buy something else, right? They're a customer, you want to cross sell, you want to target them and have different calls to action to get them back into your sales funnel, at which case we might have another deal and another pipeline to represent those. It could be renewal. It could be a different, product or service that you're selling. It could be a subscription. So we're using contacts, we're using deals, and we're using tickets to deliver, for the lead capture, for the sales cycle, and for the delivery of the service. And all of that data we can use for your inbound marketing engine, which is typically the marketing hub. We're doing bulk email, we're hosting content, videos. For Service Hub, Professional Hub, we might have knowledge base, we might have a customer portal, ways for you to interact with that customer in many different ways. And we're doing all of that out of the HubSpot. So that's a real quick basic how-to on HubSpot. We've got more video and content here on YouTube, as well as on our website at crmchief.com. What we do is we help business owners and managers fix, implement, and maintain their HubSpot.